Hello guys, welcome to the new episode of AI Applied series. In this episode, we are going to build the chatbot without coding. So to build the chatbot, we are going to use the technology stack that is Power Apps along with ChatGPT3. So guys, let's look into the product which you are going to get after finishing this episode. So guys, after the completion of the episode, you are going to get this product. So how it is actually working, let's look into that. So over here, you can ask any of the questions which you have. So first I will greet with hi and press send button. Then you will see that ChatGPT3 has responded with this message. Now suppose if you are having any questions, you can ask over here how sun was made send. Then you will see that ChatGPT3 has responded with this reply. So this is what we are going to build. So how we are going to build it? Let's look into the step. So guys, to build the chatbot, you have to perform two exercises, exercise 1 and exercise 2. But prior to that, you have to perform the prerequisite step, that is set up M365 tenant and register to OpenAI to use the platform. So how you will do that? There is already one course I have given in my channel. My channel is free for all the beginners and fresher, where I have published all the step-by-step courses. And over here you will find that there is a course I have given, Power Platform Developer course. This is for the people who want to build the career as a developer in low code, no code platform. So if you go to this playlist, then you will find that I have provided the prerequisite step over here, how to set up the Microsoft 365 tenant. So you should go through it to set up your tenant if you are not having the tenant available for you. If you are not having the tenant, then you have to follow the steps. So this is the prerequisite step number 1. Now step number 2, you have to go to the URL called platform.openai.com, which is this one. So just copy this one and come over here, paste it. Here I have already registered. That's the reason my experience is different. But when you try to access it, then it will give you another screen and which look like this. So over here you need to specify the email address if you already registered, else you need to click on the sign up option. Once you do that, you need to specify your email address. It also provides the option to log in through the Google account. That is pretty much straightforward. Now let's proceed further. Now once you're done with the prerequisite step, you need to go to the exercise 1, and over here we need to create the custom connector. Basically how it works, your chat GPT is at some location and over here your services is running, and to access this service the OpenAI team has given an API. So you need to access this service through the endpoint, and that endpoint I will show you in the later part of the video. So you have to understand that to access this service there is an endpoint is being given to you and that you are accessing. But to get the content from this service back to the ecosystem of our apps. So how you will do that? You need to create a custom connector, and that is what we are going to do right now. And here our Power Apps chat application is there. So what we are doing, we are sending the request through the custom connector, and then custom connector is sending the API request to the chat GPT API, and then the response is coming back from the chat GPT service and it is coming back to the custom connector, and that response we are fetching it inside the Power Apps. So this is how the all mechanism of our chatbot is working, and that is what we are going to build. So level it. This is our Power Apps. This is our GPT-3, Chat GPT-3 from OpenAI, and this is the endpoint, and this is our custom connector which we are going to build. So this is our exercise 1. So how we will build that? Let's look into that. So to build the custom connector, you need to follow these steps. So over here you will find that we need to identify the chat GPT-3 endpoint. So let's do that. So how we will create the custom connector? So let's look into that. So guys, in Power Platform, to create the custom connector, you have two ways. The first way is through the Power Apps and another way is through the Power Automate. Both are pointing to the same location. So in Power Apps, if you want to create the custom connector, you have to come below and over here you will get the more option, and then you will find that discover all option over here. Click on it, and then if you will go below slowly, then you will find that there is something called custom connector. You can pin this so that it will be available over here. This is through the Power Apps option. Now if you want to create the custom connector through Power Automate link, then you need to go to the make.powerautomate.com, and for Power Apps you have to go to the make.powerapps.com. So to create the custom connector through the Power Automate interface, you will get that option inside the data, and over here you will get the custom connectors. Now you will find that both are representing the same thing. So I will come over here and click on new custom connector, create from blank. Over here I will specify a name called chat GPT3 custom connector. Continue. Now I need to upload an image. I am already having a image over here, so let me open it. Now next we need to specify that who is the host. So over here I need to specify the host name. So host is our OpenAI. Over here I will specify api.openai.com. Now next I need to click on security. Now over here, how we are going to talk to the endpoint of the chat GPT-3 with the help of API key, which we will generate in the later point of this video. Now we need to specify the level. So I will specify over here API key, and here I will tell authorization, and then I need to click on definition. Now over here I need to specify the action which I want to perform. So I will click on new action, give it a name. So I will call it as, let's call it chat service, and the operation which I am going to perform is chat. And over here next I need to specify the request body. So we need to click on input from sample, and over here we need to specify three information. So what are those? The first information is the endpoint URL which we are going to send the request to get the response. That is this one. This endpoint URL we have to specify. So from where we will get it? Let's look into that. So guys, to get the reference of the endpoint URL, we need to visit this particular location. So let's go into that, and over here we need to grab this URL. So this is the endpoint URL which we are going to send the request, and once we send the request, it will return us the response. So let's go back to the custom connector. So over here we need to specify the URL. Now next, and make sure that you should remove the post, and post we need to select over here. Make sure that you are selecting the verb post over here. Now next, there is another information we need to specify, headers. So headers we need to specify content type application JSON. So this you have to specify. Now coming back to the trickiest part over here, the body part. So over here we need to specify from which model you want the response, because OpenAI offers many of the models for different tasks. So what I mean to say that, let's understand it. Once you registered with the OpenAI, then over here you will find that there is an option called playground, and this is the playground which is being given by the OpenAI team, and over here you will find that there are different models. So over here I will select chat beta, and for the chat you will see that we have a model called GPT-3.5 turbo, and this is what we need to specify. So let's do that. So how we will do that? Let's look into that. So we need to specify the body information like this. So over here you will see that this is the JSON data where you are having a key called model, and where we are specifying that which model, GPT-3.5 turbo. Along with that, we are also sending the messages, and over here you will find that we are telling that the role is user and content is whatever the content which we will type inside our text box. So here it is just a sample. So I will grab this code and I will go back to our custom connector, and over here I will paste it, and I will make sure that I will remove this so that it should be blank. And this data I will pass it through the Power Apps. Now once it is being done, we are done with this step. And make sure that you have selected the post over here, you have specified this URL, and you have specified the headers information along with the body information. Now let's click on import. Once you've done that, then over here you need to edit this content type and go inside, mark it as is required. Once you are done with the is required, then you have to click on internal, and next you need to specify over here inside the default value you should write application/JSON. Once it is being done, click on back. Now next we need to go inside the body, and over here we should make sure that we will be performing this step where we are going inside the content, clicking on edit, and over here we are marking it as is required, important. Go back and perform the same for role, and over here select is required, important, go back, and then last model, and over here again we need to select is required, important. Now go back. Once it is being done, then we will proceed further, and then next we need to click on test, and over here to test it we need to click on create connector. So we have created a connector over here, but to establish the connection between our Power Apps and ChatGPT 3, we need to make a new connection over here. So it will ask for the API key. So now the question over here is where we will get this API key. So to get this API key, we need to visit this site again, that is platform.openai.com, and over here you need to select on view API keys, and over here it will provide you the interface, and with the help of this interface you can generate a new key. I have already generated this new key, and that is I'm going to use it. For your case, you can click on create new secret key, and the key which is being generated you have to copy and paste it at some other location, because only one time you will see that key. So make sure that you are copying it. Once you have generated the key, you need to come back, and over here you need to write bearer space and then put your key. So how it will look like, I will show you. So it will look something like this, bearer space and your key. This is the truncated key. I have removed some of the character for the security purpose, and now I will click on create connection. Once you do that, then you will find that over here it has created a connection. If in case you are not getting it, then you need to click on this refresh button. Once it is being done, we will proceed to the next step, and over here we need to specify the body parameter. If you remember that in our last step where we have specified the body, inside the body we have specified the model, that is our GPT-3.5 Turbo, and the role I'm going to specify user, and to test it I'm going to tell that the same question and click on test operation. Once you do that, then you will get the response 200, and over here you will see that it has sent us this response. I don't have access to the real-time information, and this is the information which he had sent. So better I can ask some other question over here. So let me ask some other question. On which date man reached to the moon? Test this operation, and over here you will find that it has sent us this message. So man first reached the moon on July 20, 1969. So now we have completed the testing of the API. Now what we need to do, we need to grab this body part and then we will use it in our connector. So what I mean to say that, let's look into that. So what I did, I have copied this. You also do that. Control A, Control C, and then go back to the definition. And within the definition, earlier I have defined the request part. Now I need to do it for response part, because it is responding many of the information. So I want to grab only the message part of it. So how I will grab it, the message in our Power Apps, that is what I am going to perform with the help of defining this response body part. So how I will do that, let's click on the default, and over here I will click on input from sample, and then I need to specify the body over here, and this is the return data which I got, and you will see that there are many keys, but I am interested in this message, role, and the content one. Once you paste it over here, you need to click on import. Once you do that, then you will see it over here, these number of keys, it is being returned within the response. So once it is being done, I will click on the update connector. Now with this step, we are done with the exercise 1, that is this one. So if you remember that in the step 1, we have a specified API dot, this is OpenAI. There is a mistake, openai.com, and then we have configured this endpoint. Then we have specified the header, we have specified the body, then we have created the connection, we have generated the API key as well, and then we have tested the connection. And when the response we got inside the test, we have grabbed that and we have updated the connector. Now we will proceed further and go to the exercise 2. In the exercise 2, we will create the Power App. So let's do it. So now I came back to the Power Apps, and over here you will see that this is our ChatGPT3 custom connector, and the image which we have used, you will see it over here. So now to create the app in Power Apps, you need to come to the create, and over here you need to select blank app, and I am going to select blank canvas app, and then I will select phone, and I will specify a name. I will call it as smart bot and click on create. Once it is being done, then I will come here. I will increase the size. So now the first step, I will establish the connection with our chat GPT-3 custom connector. So to do that, I need to go to the data, and over here, I will click on add data, and over here I will specify our chat GPT-3 custom connector. I will click on this. I will select this one, and over here I establish the connection. Now next step, I will design screen, and over here I will come. First I will create a component for my header, and for that I'm going to select this header. I will give it a name. I will call it as header. I will specify some property over here. So to do that, I will come here, component, and over here I will specify the height. Over here I will specify, I will keep it 60, and over here I will insert an image. So let me insert an image over here, and this image I'm going to add one image over here, and this is the image. I will keep it, and I will tell that to stretch, or better I will make it fill, and then I will add another image for your company logo. So I will again search image over here, and I will add that image. I have added my company image over here. Now my header is ready. I will save it. Now I will use it in our screen. So now let's go back. I will click on this and go to the screen over here and click on screens, and within the screen I'm going to insert over here the custom one, which is our header, and now you will see that I got the header. Now next I need to insert a text box. So let's do that. So text input, I will come over here, and along with that I need to remove this text over here because it is not required. So how you will do that? Let's look into that. You need to go to the text input, and over here I will remove it, and next I need to insert the icon. I will find send icon. This is the send icon. I will keep it over here. I will match the theme color over here. I will change it. I will choose this color. Now once it is being done, once we added the icon, send icon over here, let's add the functionality over here. So how you will add that? So here you will see that we need to select the on select option over here, which is already being there. Now over here we need to write some small line of formula. So what that formula is? So let's write it. So over here we will tell that chat GPT3 cc.chat. So this action we are calling it. If you remember that this chat option we have created over here in our custom connector. If we will go inside that, and if you will go inside the definition, then if you remember that this operation we have created, and that is what we are calling. So let's go back, and over here I need to specify the model. If you remember that three things we are passing it. First one is the model. So let's specify that GPT-3.5-turbo. This is the model name which we are specifying. Next, we need to specify the collection. So over here I'm going to create a collection over here, and over here I need to specify chat collection, and then I'm going to say role is user, and the content is whatever the content which we will type inside the text box. So I will write content. In this key, we are going to specify text input 1.text. Then let's close it. Once it is being done, after performing this operation, what will happen? It will send us some response. So that response we have to collect in some of the variable. So let's do that. So I will call it as set var GPT3 response, and over here I will close this one. So we are giving a call to the endpoint with the help of this chat action which we have created, and within that we are passing the required body parameter which this endpoint is expecting. So now we have done with this formula. Now next formula we have to write over here is this one, collect the chat collection. I want first record of var GPT3 response dot choices dot message, and at last I will reset the text input 1. So we are done with this implementation. So now let's proceed further. Now next I will go for the and over here I will insert a gallery, that is flexible height gallery. And this gallery, I am going to first I will select the blank template over here, and for data I am going to select the chat collection over here. Next I will add the image control over here. First I will click on this pencil icon, and then I will click on insert and search for image over here and put it over here. Once it is being done, I will associate two image over here. So let's look into that. So first I will add an image over here. I have already added, that is Mukesh Ranjan and RoboFace. This is my profile photo. So I will select this one, and you will see that this is my profile photo, and then I will select RoboFace. So two image I have added. If you are not having your image inside your app, so you need to click on add an image file and add two images of yours. One is the RoboFace, another one is the your profile photo. So now next I need to write a formula over here. So what is that formula? Let's look into that. If this item dot role equal to user, then it should take my photo, else it will take the RoboFace. Once it is being done, then I will add another control where the message will be communicated. So I will take this one. Once you added the text level over here, then you need to come here and choose auto hide on. Once you do that, then we need to specify over here this item dot content. Once we do that, then we are ready. And now we will click on play. So now let's refresh it. So now I have refreshed it. So let's try it again. I will press send button, and you will see that ChatGPT 3 has responded. Now let's ask any questions. So who was 44th president of USA? And you will see that it has responded this. So now we have successfully implemented the chatbot using low code no code platform, that is Power Apps and ChatGPT 3. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. You can check my channel. I have published many of the courses for freshers and beginners. If you want to learn coding from the scratch, then you can go through this course. You can also check out my website where I have published free courses, and there are many courses you will find there that you will get inside the courses section. So you will see that I have a courses as per the career. So over here you will find data science career path, web development career path, SPFX developer career path, cloud automation. If you want to learn cloud automation, then you should go through this track. I have also given a course for Power Platform that you can check, and if you like my channel, you can subscribe it. And my all content and training are free. So on this note, I am stopping over here. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Take care.